Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure today to present to you our joint innovation outlook between the Ministry of Environment, Water and Agriculture and the Research Authority. In brief, I'll walk you through the KSA guiding principles for RDI national focus areas. We'll talk about the mission-oriented approach to sustainability and essential needs in this sector. Also, we'll conclude with our functional interventions for RDIAs in sustainability and essential needs. So probably you have heard a lot of the sessions before me that talks about the importance of sustainability to Saudi Arabia. So the reason why it is a necessity to start developing an outlook for the nation is our realization that we are one of the G20 countries where 17 countries already launched their RDI strategies. We are, in terms of sustainability, we are facing water stress. We will be in the top 10 countries by 2040. We are also experiencing a higher temperature rise versus the global average, and we are also facing difficulties and challenges when it comes to the food production and the reliance on importing most of it. So there are 7 guiding principles that took us into developing our transformational journey in the sector of sustainability. One is the resources conservation, technology localization, self-reliance as an independent nation, accessibility and equity, circular carbon, which is a trend, resources utilization, and the quality of life and sustainable development. So how can we do this? We started in a 3-steps approach. So it's a long list that was generated by subject matter experts, people within this field. Then we clustered them into, based on their relevant international objectives with priorities. Then the priorities, the national priorities came out to be focused, where it was announced by His Royal Highness, the Crown Prince, the Prime Minister, 2 years ago, that the focus of the national RDI strategy is going to be in 4 areas: health and wellness, sustainability and essential needs, which is the focus of today's presentation, energy and industry, and economies of the future. So how is the global trend as we speak in the sustainability? So there is a focus into moving toward the circular economy. It's essential to address the increased impact of climate change. Innovation waste management is a big topic within this field. Energy efficiency, rise of green products, and rise of AI in all climate aspects and sustainability. So what are the sustainability-focused challenges that Saudi Arabia faces? These are the input to our innovation outlook. So in agriculture and food, only 1.6% of arable land is used as a percentage of the total area. In the water, as I mentioned, we are from the top 10 countries in terms of stress in water, and we are number 1 in terms of desalination processes. In environment, we have experienced a huge percentages in decrease in the mangrove forests and also in general, especially with animals as well. So, true that we have challenges, yet we do have areas of strengths. So, we do have an extensive marine ecosystem, more than 2,600 of coastline. We are the world's largest producer of desalination water. Today, we are at 11.5 million cubic meters per day, and the aim is to reach to 15 million cubic meters per day by 2030. We also have a diverse ecosystem. Saudi Arabia, in terms of geography, has all types of land usage. So, knowing our challenges, knowing our strengths, so the way to move forward is to develop a mission-focused approach. So driving from the focus areas, in 2 missions where we identify our public bodies, our national champions, and our SMEs. We build them together, we mix them together, and we come up with national missions that serves from the public direction as well as the private sector point of view. So in terms of sustainability, there are 7 identified missions. Some of them have been announced. The plans are already been communicated to the public. Some are still in the making. I'll go over them quickly. We will decrease the withdrawal of non-renewable energy water by 90%. This was announced earlier as well by Dr. Mohammed Al-Ataibi in the opening ceremony of today's event. Also, the plan is to reduce the cost of desalination water by 50%. We would achieve net zero emissions by 2060. We'll protect 30% of the kingdom's land. By 2035, we will develop an adaptive innovation cooling technologies, which is essential for our climate weather, by 30% by 2040. We'll develop technologies in food sustainability and food systems to achieve at least 50% of self-sufficiency by 2040. We are planting 10 billion trees across Saudi Arabia, and we are aiming to reduce the summer service temperature by 4% by 2040. So this is the outlook. These are our moonshots. These are our missions. They are target. They are in collaboration with the ecosystem. It's not the research authority only. It's the other government bodies. MIWA is one of them, as well as other entities. And, of course, the academia sector as well as the private sector are our partners. So, great, we have plans, we have missions, clear missions with clear objectives. Now let's talk about what do we need to do in terms of intervention to assure the success of achieving the goals of these missions. One, when it comes to funding investment, the strategy will assure an adequate funding and strategic investments to achieve these goals. Human capital, although Saudi Arabia already has more than 40,000 scientists and researchers, the need to achieve these moon missions is much higher. Therefore, we are working on developing skilled workforce in the sustainability area as well as the other focus areas. Regulatory landscape, I think this topic was discussed a lot today. Most of the people attended the panels today talked about policies, the interventions from regulators, and also we heard from the private sector and their intervention to bring these policy changes into reality. The ecosystem infrastructure and supply chain, it's a necessity, especially for certain focus areas, national momentums. They require heavy investment in the infrastructure, and the strategy is working on availing required funding, required supply chain to reach that. And finally, we're approaching innovation in a way where we are doing linkages and cultural promotion. Innovation will not happen in silos. Saudi Arabia was working in silos in terms of research and development. Hence, the Research Authority came into place to break these silos and assure that there is a collaboration between the stakeholders and the main players across the value chain. I'll leave you with this slide just to show you that it's not only a plan, it's a work in progress. For those missions that we have launched, there is a strong momentum that we have observed as we speak right now. You will see big companies, big names in the private sector driving some of the national missions. SABIC, NEOM, KAUST, Aquapower, Aramco, and all of other partners. So we will walk the talk. We are, right now, we have launched 2 missions out of the 9 missions in sustainability, and more to come in different events as the system matures. Thank you very much.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Good morning, everyone. I would like to present a brief about our report on sustainability emerging technologies. I would like to introduce my speech with the introduction, as we know that RDI drive sustainable practices in environmental and essential resource management, technology breakthroughs, promote economic growth and green jobs. Also, the ultimate goal of this report is to balance human with the environmental preservation for the future generation. Technology Foresight is a tool that identifies emerging technologies and trends early. It examines socio-economic shifts and technological advancements. It informs decision-making and prioritizes sustainable innovation. Technology Foresight ensures alignment with the long-term strategic goals such as sustainability and economic resilience. The methodology of Technology Foresight in our Observatory for Research, Development and Innovation constitutes of 4 elements. The first element is monitoring. In monitoring, we utilize proactive and reactive trend identification that involves Delphi method, horizon screening, and panel interviews. In analysis stage, we utilize economic impact assessment and social impact assessment, and we use other tools of risk assessment such as pistol, SWOT analysis, and other methods. In evaluation stage, we analyze the strategic impact, sustainability, and readiness levels of emerging technologies. For alignment stage, we align emerging technologies with Saudi Vision 2030 goals and also with the national missions of RDI. The criteria used in our methodology include 6 elements: the strategic impact, the long-term impact, the customer attitudes towards technology, the economic impact, and also commercial benefit, and the technology readiness level. In this report on emerging technologies, we identify 10 technologies in sustainability and environment. The first one is related to advanced water purification with hydrogels. The second one is water treatment with nanobubbles and electroceramic technologies. The third one is the smart monitoring of water quality. All of these 3 technologies align with the national mission of decreasing the withdrawal of non-renewable water by 90% and the cost of water production by 50% by 2035. The fourth technology in this report is about sustainable AI-based agriculture. AI can optimize crop management by monitoring the soil and crop health and detecting diseases and managing water usage. Drones can be also used to perform weeding, harvesting, and spraying. This technology aligns with the national mission to plant 10 billion trees across the kingdom by 2040. The fifth technology in this report talk about agriculture, biotechnology, and CRISPR-crafted food. The genetic engineering of fungi for food production showcases that the vast potential of these organisms to create new and sustainable foods. This technology aligns with the national mission to satisfy or to have self-sufficiency of 50% by 2040. The sixth technology in this report talks about advanced carbon capture materials. In this technology, we can find that machine learning AI algorithms can analyze structured data and identify promising molecular linkers and frameworks tailored to capture CO2 efficiently, with enhanced base of discovering sustainable materials for environmental applications. This technology aligns with the national mission to achieve net zero emission by 2060. The seventh technology in this report talks about the new biomass-derived catalysts for efficient pollution reduction. The use of nitrogen-doped porous carbon as a catalyst offers a low temperature, cost-effective method for removal of hazardous pollutants. This technology aligns with the national mission to protect 30% of the kingdom's land and sea by 2035. The eighth technology in this report talks about the use of elastocalorics for cooling and heating applications. These materials have the potential to significantly improve the efficiency and sustainability of heating and cooling systems. This technology aligns with the national priority to develop and adopt innovative cooling technologies to reduce cooling efficiency consumption by 30% by 2040. The ninth technology in this report talks about cooling cities with supercooling materials. Also, elastocalorics materials are promising materials that are efficient in cooling and heating systems. And this technology is aligned with the national mission to reduce the summer surface temperature by 4 degrees by 2040. The 10th and last technology in this report talks about the AI-enhanced climate change monitoring. One of the most significant advances in climate change monitoring is the use of satellite-based remote sensing. These satellites monitors a wide range of climate indicators, including the greenhouse emissions, the sea level rise, and it covers other uses. It aligns with the national mission to protect 30% of the kingdom's land and sea by 2035. So, after discovering these promising emerging technologies in this report, we recommend the collaboration between academia, the public sector, and the private sector to commercialize these technologies along other technologies to promote the commercialization of these technologies and to push them into the market to achieve the goal of net zero by 2060. Thank you for listening, and I would like to thank you again for attending this talk.